If you saw one of my last videos, I made a flatbed for my Topeak bike rack for my e-bike. And I wanted to be able to take beach chairs and things like this, bulkier items, coolers on this flatbed, and still be able to adapt that to my e-bike rack so I didn't have to put things on my back, this and that. I thought I was done, but it turns out I wasn't done, so I made a couple other improvements based on recommendations from viewers, and I want to show those to you now. This is the flatbed I made, and what I needed to do was, in my original video, I used tie downs, elastic straps, and I put it all the way from one side of the Topeak bike rack up over the top of whatever I had on this, and then down to the other side. And someone said, hey, you should put some rings or something on that board. And it had crossed my mind before, but that sort of sent the message home that I probably did need to do some of that. That was from one of my viewers. And then another viewer happens to be my neighbor, my buddy Neil. He said, Tom, you should put some non-skid something on that deck because this cutting board is pretty slippery. And so I did both of those. I want to show you first what I did on the top, and you can kind of see it here in the video, but this is C-deck foam, and they use it in boats. It's real popular on kayak decks as well, but it's outdoor, and it's very durable, and it's very dense, but it does collapse a little bit when you press on it. So enough to where, and I'll show you in just a moment, when I put something on here and strap it down, it kind of keeps it from sliding. You can buy this in sheets, and that's what I did. Give you a good view. I did the black on black. I had to cut it down here in the bottom, and it went on great. The whole back of that comes with an adhesive on it. You just peel it off and stick this on the board, and it works out great. The next thing I came up with was I wanted some clean, uniform looking way to tie these down so I could put the straps over the top and lash it to the other side. So what I would have rather gone with a single rail here, and you can kind of see that how it sort of forms a rail. If it was solid rail, I couldn't come up with any material for that, and I didn't want to put, you know, $1 million into this. So what I did come up with is, if those look familiar, what do you think those are? Those are kitchen cabinet handles. And that's what I came up with. And I put that, I lined the side, the other side, and then the very back. I lined that with these kitchen cabinet handles, and it went in really nice. Let me show you which handles I used. This is, I got them at Walmart, Better Homes and Garden. Hopefully they'll hold up. I don't know why they wouldn't, but they seem to have so far. It's got a matte black finish. These are just a few dollars. They come in sets of 2 each at Walmart, called a pull set, Better Homes and Garden. If anybody designed one of these based off this video, I want to give you the dimensions of where I put the holes in order to mount these kitchen cabinet handles. So I'm going to sort of read this off to you. Starting from the top, and these are measurements from the top to the first hole, then to the second hole, then to the third hole, in order to make them uniform on this 24-inch board. So that was, the first one's at 2 inches, then 5 inches, then 10.5 inches, then 13.5 inches, then 19 inches, and then 22 inches. All from one end of the board. If you mark that down, put a straight edge. I went about 1.5 inches in from the side and just drilled those out. And I did a lot better on my countersinking this time too. If you remember my last video, I said that wasn't so hot. Then on the back, measuring in from the side and about 1.5 inches in from the end, I had to drill 4 more holes, and those are 4 inches, 7 inches, 11 inches, and 14 inches. Let's see how it looks on the bike. Let's put the 2 chairs on here, just like that. And you see that doesn't slip now, which is nice because of that padding. Now I'm going to hook these up on 2 points. those handles. This will survive the ride just fine. And this was my initial goal, and that was to be able to handle 2 beach chairs going to the beach. That pad on here really keeps us, it's not going anywhere now. It's really making it firm. And I'm not having to stretch the bungee cords quite as far, and I'm not maxing those out. And it goes well onto the rack. So if you found this video interesting or informative, do me a favor, hit the like button, and I'll see you in the next video.